Anies Rasyid Baswedan, SC, MPP, PhD, born May 7, 1969, is the Governor of the Special Capital Region of Jakarta who has served since October 16, 2017, replacing Dr. Saiful Hidayat. Birth, May 7, 1969, age 53 years, Kuningan spouse, Ferry Farhadi, M. 1996, current position, Governor of the Special Capital Region of Jakarta since 2017. Previous position, Minister of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia, 2014 to 2016. Anies Baswedan was born in Kuningan, West Java on May 7, 1969. In the family, he has two siblings who are his younger siblings, including Ridwan Baswedan and Abdillah Baswedan. He grew up in Yogyakarta and his parents worked as academics. His father, Rasyid Baswedan, is a former lecturer at the Faculty of Economics at the Islamic University of Indonesia, while his mother, Aliyah Rasyid, is a professor at the Faculty of Social and Economic Sciences, Yogyakarta State University. Anies is a figure of Arab descent, as well as the grandson of Abdurrahman Baswedan, an Indonesian journalist, diplomat, and freedom fighter. Anies married Ferry Farhadi Ganis on May 11, 1996. The couple has 4 children, including Mutiara Anissa, Mikhail Azizi, Emperor Hakam, and Ismail Hakim. 2. He fulfilled an invitation from Salman Abdulaziz to performed the Hajj for the first time with his wife, Ferry Farhadi, and his mother, Aliyah Rasyid, in September 2017. 5. On December 1, 2020, Anies underwent self-quarantine at his official home in the Taman Saripati area, Menteng, Central Jakarta, after being tested positive for COVID-19. 6. He underwent an antigen swab test on November 29, 2020 with a negative result for COVID-19, but the next day when he underwent a PCR swab test and the result was positive for COVID-19. Later, he announced that he had tested positive for COVID-19 via social media with a live broadcast. 7. At the end of 2020, on December 29, 2020, he tested negative for COVID-19 based on the results of a swab test the day before. In 1999, he worked as a research assistant in the Office of Research, Evaluation, and Policy Studies on campus, and was awarded the Gerald S. Marianov Fellow, an award only given to new students who excel in political science, in 2004. 18. His dissertation entitled Regional Autonomy and Patterns of Democracy in Indonesia examines the effect of decentralization policies on the responsiveness and transparency of local government and public participation, using survey data from 177 districts and cities in Indonesia. 17. He graduated in 2005. After completing his undergraduate program at the Faculty of Economics, Gadjah Mada University, Anies worked as a researcher and project coordinator at the Inter-University Center for Economic Studies, Gadjah Mada University. After a while, he received a master's degree scholarship in the United States in 1996. In 2004, Anies completed his graduate studies and worked as a research manager at IPC Incorporated Chicago, a worldwide association of electronics companies. As an independent, Anies Baswedan joined the Partnership for Governance Reform, a non-profit organization that focuses on bureaucratic reform in various regions in Indonesia by emphasizing cooperation between the government and the civil sector. In addition, he also serves as research director of the Indonesian Institute, a public policy research institute founded in October 2004 by dynamic young intellectuals and activists. His career at the Indonesian Institute certainly cannot be separated from his educational background in the field of public policy. On May 15, 2007, Anies Baswedan was officially inaugurated as Chancellor of Bramadina University, replacing the position of interim rector, Soeb Aliman. At that time, he was the youngest chancellor in Indonesia. At that time he was 38 years old. 2021. At one point, he was impressed by a speech by a dean at Harvard University's John F. Kennedy School of Government, namely Joseph Nye, who said that one of the successes at his university was admitting only the best. Through this idea, Anies initiated the recruitment of the best students in Indonesia. The strategy he developed was to launch a Paramadina Fellowship or Paramadina Scholarship, which covers tuition, books and living expenses. The term Paramadina Fellowship is the embodiment of idealism with business language. This is done because of the awareness that the world of education and business have different approaches. To achieve this, Anies adopted the concept of the term Paramadina Fellowship is the embodiment of idealism with business language. This is done because of the awareness that the world of education and business have different approaches. To achieve this, Anies adopted the concept of investigation of corrupt practices. 19. His action against corruption was marked by the joining of Anies as an anti-corruption activist. In the 2009 presidential election, academics were trusted to be moderators in the presidential and vice presidential debates, including Anies Baswedan, Komarudin Hidayat, Abiliani, Fahmi Idris, and Pratikno. He was chosen by the General Elections Commission as moderator in the first debate held on June 18, 2009. 23. Anies was re-elected by acclamation by the Paramadina Wakaf Foundation as Chancellor of Paramadina University on May 5, 2011 to continue his previous term. 24. Under his leadership, Paramadina University has a good and increasing quality of education, and provide a positive influence for the wider community, both from within and outside the country. From October 27, 2014 until his term as rector ended, he also served as Minister of Education and Culture of the Republic of Indonesia. Indonesia teaching has been launched initially when Anies was still a student at Gadjah Mada University in the 1990s. At that time, he studied and learned a lot from Koes Nadi Hardi Yasowamantri, the former rector of Gadjah Mada University from 1986 to 1990. In the 1950s, the man who is familiarly called Pak Koes once initiated the Student Recruitment Program or PTM, a program to fill the shortage of high school teachers in remote areas, especially outside Java. In some cases,